Morning, everybody. One thing I wanted to talk about today, as kind of a follow-up to yesterday, is a game I got actually about a month ago. Cars 3 Driven to Win for $4. For some reason, it was delisted on the Nintendo eShop as well as the PlayStation store. And, I'm increasingly frustrated by this because another game that I bought, I'm looking to like online play. It's Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborhood. Though actually pretty fun game so far I got for Nintendo Switch. Does somehow apparently have online play, which was a pleasant surprise. But when researching it, I found that Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, for like PS3, they had the server shut down actually like literally a few days ago. And this is actually the case for a lot of games. A lot more games are having their servers shut down. And, it comes to my mind as well because, it's not just a matter of size. Google shut down Stadia, and now they gave refunds and everything, but still, that's Google with trillions and trillions of dollars valuation. And I took a risk on a couple games. Actually, I got Resident Evil. What was it? 3. I think it was 3. Wherever the cloud versions are, except for Resident Evil 7 on the Switch. And it's actually pretty decent. I'll caveat with I have really good internet. I have like 500 down and usually don't have issues. I usually don't have issues with the Portal, PlayStation Portal when I stream games on that. But it's worked well on my Nintendo Switch, you know, versus expectations. But regardless, going back to kind of the game at the start, this is even a game that has online play at all. It was essentially a completely done game, start to finish when it was released. It's, in my opinion, actually a very family-friendly game, um, which kind of stinks. I'm giving the recommendation here to try and check it out, but you can't even get it anymore on the eShop. It's less than a decade old as well. Now, you can get the game physically. You can buy it offhand and get the code and download it from the eShop, I think. I think that would still work, but, it's disappointing because I don't see the point in delisting these games. Are they planning to release a Cars 3 trilogy video games for the fans? I don't think those fans exist. Like, I think the fans that are buying this, honestly, are impulse purchase turtles like me, where it's like we look at it and we go, I like that Cars movie from 2009, and it's $4. So I end up buying it. Now, I raced a few times actually before yesterday when the news hit, so I had a little bit of experience in the game. It's not like it's something I bought and never played. But I played actually for about probably 2 hours yesterday. I played through Cars 3 Driven to Win. I played for about 2 or 3 hours. And I didn't do that, like for a video or to like, record it or anything. It's just, you can't really record easily without a video card, Nintendo Switch. But like, I got it and it was actually a lot of fun. I think the issue, honestly, though, with the game would be probably like, some people and some criticism, which is fair, is like the frame rate can drop a little bit, particularly when there's like some explosions and different environmental type things that go on, which to me are really cool. And, I can kind of see the difference when I play on the Nintendo Switch versus the Nintendo Switch 2. And if I had my Nintendo Switches, which I should have if I'm, out and about, that's the point, to be portable. But I would show you, but what I noticed with handheld boost with the Nintendo Switch 2 when I'm playing a game is it's coming in pretty sharp, really. Probably about 1080p. It's not 60 frames per second, but it seems to be about a locked 30, which for what it is, it's a pretty enjoyable racing game, and I like some of the features that they put in as well versus other kart games. So I even bought the Garfield kart games, guys, and I played the Nickelodeon kart games. I played the Mario ones. So like, I feel like I'm pretty into these kart games in general, and a couple of the functionality that I found pretty cool. Driving backwards, two-wheel drive, so a lot more use of the R stick in general. In terms of like tricks, aerial tricks, and everything. Now, some of this was a little bit annoying because it didn't really register when I was pressing on the R stick, in particular. But when it did work, it was really cool. So kind of similar to burnout games and whatnot, where you'll drive through traffic and do near misses. It's kind of like that, but for cars. Overall, I thought that they implemented it pretty well. So it's disappointing to see the game delisted. What I would have done if I was them was I would have just kept it at like 75, 80% off, put it at $3.99, $4.99, and you're gonna get people that are gonna search the eShop for cars and they're gonna buy it. Now they get no revenue at all, and there's absolutely no online play whatsoever with this. There's no like skins or packs to sell or anything. So like to me, it's a done game. why not get the revenue? Anyway, though, I'm not in charge of these stupid decisions, but I am enjoying Cars 3 Driven to Win a lot more than I thought I would.